Boys Latin School of Maryland instills the core values of courage, integrity, and compassion in each boy, as embodied in our motto, Esse Quam Mudere, to be rather than to seem. By understanding how boys learn best, our talented faculty fosters enduring personal relationships and empowers each student to strive for academic and personal excellence. Please be seated. Members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, parents, and family members, and especially friends and members of the class of 2016, it is my pleasure to welcome you this morning to the 172nd commencement exercises of the Boys Latin School of Maryland. As we begin, I'd like to take this opportunity and ask parents and grandparents of the graduating class to please stand and be recognized by our graduates for the sacrifices, support, and pride. Today's activities would not be possible without the planning of Mrs. Smith. Thanks as well to Mr. Steve Dubin, Mr. Wayne Cornish, and the facility staff for transforming our space for our commencement. Finally, special thanks to Piper graduate Andrew McGowan, class of 2012, and the musicians of Sounding Brass. Please join me in thanking these individuals. We've been fortunate this year to benefit from extraordinary student leadership in helping to set a wonderful tone for our student body. I'd ask Student Body President Michael Morseberger to please stand so that we can acknowledge you for your service. Thank you, Michael. Our valedictorian speaker this morning is Max Keefe. Max, this isn't your first rodeo as class speaker because you shared those duties with Maggio back in the 8th grade. You remember that? I say you did pretty well in your time in the upper school. A 4.36 GPA, 10 AP classes, 11 honors classes over your 4 years. You earned 20 A's and there were 3 B's on your transcript. We considered not moving you on to graduation so you could come back and take care of that. Clearly, you've been wildly successful in the classroom, and it's my pleasure to introduce our valedictorian, Max Keefe.
Thank you, and good morning, Headmaster Post, parents, guests, faculty, and the class of 2016. I'm conflicted standing here today. I'm feeling opposing emotions. Sadness because today is the last time we will be students on these grounds, and happiness because all our work has paid off, and in a few short moments we will be receiving our diplomas. Fear for the future because it is dark and full of terrors. It is the unknown, and change is frightening. And excitement because there is so much to look forward to. College, independence, and the freedom to discover who we truly want to be. So here I stand, all of these emotions battling in my head, and I can't stop thinking about sweating too much and how many times my voice will crack. I'm thinking about these things because this is how I'm known here at Boys Latin. Miss Mullally ordered an entire box of paper towels just so I could comfortably play mini basketball in her room during my free periods. I often refused to play real basketball with guys who I shared free periods with, such as Davey Lozana, Justin Ward, and Hayden Kavinsky, using homework as an excuse when truly I was afraid of sweating too much. And as for the voice cracks, many of you already know what that's like for me. I was so well known for these that when the voices of fellow Lakers cracked, they would pawn off their own shame by saying, "I must be Keefe now." Strangely enough, I'm going to miss this aspect of my life. I'm going to miss being known as the guy who sweats excessively and has constant voice cracks. I'm going to miss being one of many guys who is rarely, if ever, referred to by their first name. I'm going to miss the fact that it's permissible to say Dankles, you thought, and Augustla on a regular basis. I'm going to miss being part of a community, part of a class where everyone has their own little quirks, whether it's Cody Carlson's humor, Tommy Esposito's obsession with the Orioles, Noah Labonte Clark's politics, Andrew Brennan's bow ties, Josh Lisberger's nickname, Sam Bowen's chairs, or Colin Amy's height. I feel sad when I start thinking like this, for I will always look back and cling to what memories I have from here, whether it was winning a baseball and a football championship, being part of a St. Paul's game student section, or simply walking into school on a 4-eye Friday morning and sitting down in Mr. Morrissey's room. When I think about the past, I find myself also thinking about the future. And certainly many emotions are coming along with this as well. Some of you are excited for the future. The next 4 years of our lives will be full of great times. Some of you are scared. Uncertainty of what lies ahead can be something daunting and frightening. And I'm sure many of you are feeling a bit of both. In the near future, however, I'm going to challenge myself to do a few things. After I receive my diploma, I'm going to walk into the crowd and hug my parents. I know from personal experience that I would have trouble at college without my parents, considering they know how to wash clothes, cook food, and any other household activities essential to living. So thank you to my parents who helped me through dependence, even though I pretended to hate it. Over the next 4 years, I'm going to try to figure out what I want to do, whether it's to work in film, build the Iron Man suit, or to dominate Wall Street. Although I will change in the time that is to come, I never want to forget where I came from. I always want to remember those I will be leaving behind, my family, and my friends. I never want to forget how incredible this school is. I want to come back and visit those who made it so special, thank all of the faculty, coaches, and current Lakers that made this such a great experience. And finally, I don't ever want to forget you guys, my brothers who sit to the side of me. Stay in touch, because the bonds we have made here are ones we never want to forget. I remember the most important thing to think about at a time like this. We get to choose how we see every moment in our lives. There's a scene in Pixar's Inside Out in which Joy moves her hand over the surface of a memory, and it switches back and forth between a happy and a sad perspective. And towards the end of the movie, Joy finds that memories don't necessarily have to be overtaken by one emotion, but rather many. Class of 2016, find comfort in the fact that this is a bittersweet time. I'm going to pick the right instances to feel sad about the times that are now behind me. I'm going to choose the appropriate moments to relish the fact that I've made it to college. I'll feel scared and excited and everything in between for what is to come. Much like I had trouble finding a perfect way to conclude this speech, I can't find a way to end my time here. I have had trouble comprehending the fact that I can't do anything to turn back time. I can't do anything about leaving my home in the fall, leaving behind my family and my friends. But luckily enough, I can certainly choose how I approach these realities. At times I let them sink in too deep and sadness fills my mind. However, as I watch the end of Inside Out, the main character is best off when all of her emotions figure out a way to work in harmony. Right now, I'm choosing to focus on joy because I was given the opportunity to stand in front of you all under this tent to help us say goodbye to this school, this community, and send us off to what lies ahead. Thank you so much, everyone.
For your terrific remarks. Each spring, members of the senior class, the faculty, and the administration nominate and vote on recipients for the various commencement awards. The first award given this morning is the J. Elwood Peter Memorial Award. It was established by Mr. and Mrs. C.M. Peter to be presented to that member of the senior class who, in the opinion of his classmates, possesses the characteristics of heart, mind, and conduct that manifest a spirit of love for and helpfulness to his fellow men, as were exemplified by their son, J. Elwood Harrison Peter, class of 1934. The J. Elwood Peter Memorial Award is presented to Michael Morsberger. The Jack H. Williams Award for Benevolence was established in 1978 by the school in memory of Mr. Williams, class of 1938, who served as beloved headmaster from 1962 to 1978, whose concern and love for others was the paragon of the spirit of caring at Boys Latin. The Jack H. Williams Award for Benevolence, as voted by the faculty, is presented to Michael Morsberger.
Wow!
pleased to introduce Mr. Matt Kennedy, member of the class of 1976 and Director of Alumni Relations, to present the Julian and Carolyn Smith Alumni Award.
Good morning, everyone. This award was established in 1916 by the Alumni Association, and in 2012 was dedicated to the Smith and is awarded to a member of the senior class for leadership based on character. 100 years ago this week, the first award was given to Ray Scarlett by Joe Eichelhart from the class of 1910, and it's my pleasure to give this year's award to Andrew Brennan.
Thank you, Mr. Kennedy. It's my pleasure to introduce the co-heads of the upper school, Mr. Charles Franklin, upper school director of academics, and Mr. Brian Mitchell, upper school director of student life. Mr. Mitchell will present the next award.
Good morning. Each year, the Senior Internship Award is given to a member of the graduating class who has demonstrated a commitment to their work and served as a representative of Boys Latin as a part of this independent off-campus program. This year's recipient completed his work at Lord Baltimore Uniform Rental. His supervisor commented, "Nate was challenged to resurrect our biannual newsletter, It All Comes Out in the Wash, where he worked for 2 consecutive 5-day weeks from 8:45 in the morning until 3:30 in the afternoon, and interviewed all of our 70 employees to evaluate whose birthday was coming up, as well as human interest stories, which demonstrated his outstanding work. He followed all directions and respectfully and diligently as he made a significant contribution to Lord Baltimore Uniform, and we would be happy to hire him should he ever ask to return." It's my pleasure to present this year's Senior Internship Award to Nate Puchata. The Faculty Awards are presented each year to members of the graduating class. Each recipient will receive an award with an inscription, which has been created from a list of comments that have been contributed by the faculty. When your name is read, please join us on stage to be recognized and to hear the inscription. The first faculty award is presented to Mitchell Casper. Mitchell, you've been described as a man of all seasons, a man of action, an old soul full of common wisdom. You are the kind of glue that every community needs, a sage observer and interpreter who genuinely cares about the individuals around him. You are self-aware and you display empathy and compassion towards your peers. You have been and will always be a dedicated servant leader who selflessly acts and always follows through. We are a stronger and better community because of you.
Next, Shamar Wilson.
Shamar, your senior year has been the culmination of an incredible journey on Lake Avenue. You found a cause personal to you, and the potential you've been harboring to be a leader truly came forward through your work with the Diversity Club. Your leadership has evolved as a caretaker for younger students when they felt out of place, as an effective and well-respected peer educator with a deep personal commitment to social justice. You've been an influential role model for your successors, and you've made our community better. It is truly wonderful to watch you flash that beautiful smile, which shows your vibrant spirit as you embrace and uplift the people around you.
The next faculty award is presented to Colin Amy. Colin, over the past 4 years you have stood out. Yes, you are the tallest member of the class. But your work in the classroom is what has defined you. You are kind, quiet, and unassuming. You have a strong moral compass which has allowed you to be informed and considerate of both your peers and the community. You have demonstrated a quick wit and a unique way of looking at the world. You are a gentle giant with a brilliant mind and a caring heart.
The next faculty award is presented to Ben Starkey. Ben, you are the epitome of a free spirit. You view the world through a different lens, and sometimes that view is shared unfiltered. You're a passionate young man who has presented a model for being true to yourself. We admire your willingness to ask big questions of yourself, knowing that some never advance to this level of self-reflection. As you have reminded us, you may not fit the mold of a typical Laker, but you embody our core values, and your love for this community is undeniable.
The next award is presented to Cody Carlson. Let's start by acknowledging that this would be more entertaining if we'd asked for your help. Cody, you have a wonderful sense of humor. You're witty and quick thinking with a perfect balance of sarcasm. There's a depth and talent within you as a musician, comedian, reader, dedicated student, and model citizen. Your disarming sense of humor and genuine care for others has developed deeply meaningful relationships with countless students and faculty. Thank you for reminding all of us of the importance of laughter and humor in our lives.
Our final faculty award is presented to Max Keith. Max, over the past 4 years, you've distinguished yourself as a kind, focused, and humble leader. Your effervescent nature and sustained commitment to your work and the community have led to your success in various areas of our program. You make us laugh, pick us up when we are down, and keep us moving forward. As one faculty member commented, "If I were flying to LA, I'd want to be sitting next to Max. He'd share his peanuts and own good spirit too."
Congratulations, gentlemen, on your achievements and recognition. Join me in applauding them. Several years ago, we wanted to highlight the musical talents of seniors in our instrumental music program. So today, it's my pleasure to introduce, under the direction of Mr. Matt Pisarczyk, with the accompaniment of Junior Robbie Dittmar, the Senior Jazz Ensemble, consisting of Mark Black, Cody Carlson, and Matt Knudsen. Fellas? Sit back and enjoy as they perform Pastorius's The Chicken, our Senior Jazz Ensemble.
What up, CC? Get him, Mark. Keep that baby up.
guys, that was terrific, and thank you for treating us over the last 4 years. They were great. So commencement represents that moment of limbo between what has come and what shall be, collectively, as a class, as part of this school, and individually as you look out, fellas, on the horizon of your future. This, of course, would not be possible without the tireless efforts of our faculty, who display a genuine joy of teaching and a genuine love of learning each and every day. I would ask that our faculty please stand. Gentlemen, join me in thanking them for their outstanding work. Thank you, friends. In the awarding of your diplomas, we celebrate the journey that each of you has walked that leads you here today. Now, for 6 years, we've done things a bit differently than in previous graduations. Today, as we present your diploma to you, you'll hear the voice of this community reflected back about each of you. In advance, I'd like to thank the faculty dream team, my partners and co-conspirators in crime, for your words of encouragement and affirmation for our boys today. You'll hear the voices of advisors, coaches, and teachers like Mr. Dajne, Mrs. Badmington, Ms. Mullally, and all of your advisors, a whole host of faculty members from your first days as Lakers to your final moments here as students on Lake Avenue. Thank you, friends, for helping to make this experience come to life. The diploma of the Boys Latin School of Maryland is awarded to those individuals who have successfully completed the high school course of studies, as determined by the Board of Trustees, the headmaster, and the faculty. I would ask Mr. Gregory Horning, President of the Board of Trustees, to join me for the presentation of the diplomas as Mr. Franklin and Mr. Mitchell, the co-heads of the upper school, read the graduates' names.
Grant Lee Adams.
Grant came to Boys Latin in the 6th grade. You've been delighting us for 7 years with your energy and zest for life. Faculty respect your high level of emotional intelligence. Your awareness of others and the world around you helps you to feel things deeply, to understand who you are and what is most meaningful. Your advisor reflected that your natural humor and good nature shine. I saw it in class and in advisory, even though occasionally it might have driven me crazy. It was seen in your tour de force delivery of your original poem in front of the upper school of living life as you. It's seen in the enormous leap you took to jump into theater this spring's production of Vanya and Sonia and Masha and Spike. Grant served as captain of the varsity squash team, earning all league honors. Passionate about all things outdoors, Grant will attend Montana State University. Congratulations.
Colin Joseph Amy.
Big skinny. Colin came to Boys Latin in the 6th grade and began making a mark for yourself in terms of your academic prowess immediately. Legend has it that you memorized 137 digits to the number pi, just for fun. Faculty and students have tremendous respect for you. You're someone who, when he speaks, other people listen. Not afraid to stand up for what you believe is right, Colin. You're a leader by example. A faculty member reflected that you're an astute and mature listener, and when he speaks, his words carry weight. He embraces difficulty and ambiguity. In fact, it's when things get hard that Colin really shines. Colin has excelled academically at the highest levels while running cross country, playing tennis, and beginning in 9th grade, jumping right out of his comfort zone and into a pair of ice skates. 4 years later, hockey's become one of your greatest passions. Next year, Colin will attend Miami University of Ohio.
Logan Pierce Atkinson.
Logan came to Boys Latin in the 9th grade. Sartorial splendor is your trademark, Logan. You're the best dressed in your class, whether it's two-tone shoes or your zany shirt and tie combinations. Faculty enjoy having you in class for your quick wit and your insightful commentary. They see tremendous growth and maturation over the past 4 years, particularly as you broaden your perspective and develop a strong sense of empathy. While embracing your procrastinating nature, as you admitted in your senior speech, Logan is someone whose intentions are always good and whose heart is always in the right place. Your advisor reflected that you know a lot about almost anything. He's well-read in areas such as politics, history, and pop culture, but his real love is engineering, which he hopes to pursue in college. Logan served as captain of the upper school's robotics team this year, which earned regional distinction, winning the Blacksburg Regional Competition and garnering awards for engineering and creativity. Logan will attend UMBC. Congratulations.
Timothy Rexford Beck.
Rex came to Boys Latin in the 9th grade. As he progressed through high school, Rex gained in academic confidence, becoming a capable and independent student. Your story, Rex, is one of compelling growth and meaningful development as a learner and as a young man. Faculty members love having you in class, commenting that you're innovative in your thinking, and while you're not afraid to voice your own independent opinions on all subjects, you willingly and positively contribute to group activities. Always present with a big smile and a willingness to help, Mrs. Rosiak reflected that you were always willing to help her with any task. She said that his boyish charm makes him completely likable. Rex is an intellectually curious student who achieves when coupling his interest with focused and dedicated work. Most important, Rex, you displayed great personal responsibility, a sign of significant maturity. Next year, Rex will attend Towson University.
Mark Edward Black, Jr.
With us from the beginning, MJ, you've continued to impress us with your constant and steady growth. Academics might have been challenging at times, but your work ethic, your personal strength helped to guide you. Last year, it clicked into place, achieving honor roll and developing tremendous confidence. You found your voice academically, sharing insights in class and seeking support outside of class as needed. You embraced your own responsibility for your learning, became a leader among your peers. That leadership emanates from your strong character. You're honest, knowing what's right, and acting accordingly. That path in the classroom led you back to instrumental music, and that path mirrored your experience on the football field. Your toughness and willingness to put in the time propelled you as a 2-year varsity starter and ultimately as the school's nominee for the McCormick Unsung Hero Award. MJ will attend Muhlenberg College in the fall.
Brett Ethan Blum.
Brett came to Boys Latin in the 6th grade. Despite your unassuming nature, you displayed your academic and personal ambitions early on. In addition to playing varsity tennis, you made extraordinary contributions to our school, particularly through the Great Strides Club, the student activity which supports the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. As a veteran leader of the club, Brett guides efforts to raise money to fund research and drug development. Through various initiatives, the Great Strides Club has raised awareness of this cause throughout Boys Latin, as well as the independent school community and beyond, literally raising hundreds of thousands of dollars. Brett was honored as one of 60 teams chosen from across the country as a delegate in Teen Advocacy Day, a march on Capitol Hill for cystic fibrosis. Next year, Brett and his activist spirit will attend the University of Maryland. Congratulations.
William Samuel Bowen.
Sweet Sam Bowen came to Boys Latin in the 6th grade. You contributed significantly both to the varsity football and baseball teams. Coaches and teammates love your toughness. You're a fierce competitor, perhaps dating back to your first days in kindergarten as you entertainingly detailed us in your senior speech. You've been known to fly up and down or across the field with blinding speed and unmatched determination to make a play, whatever that play might be. You've excelled in the classroom in some of our most challenging courses. Inquisitive and certainly opinionated, you speak your mind and you push others. Yet it's also in those experiences that your passionate nature meets your thoughtful self. Whether it's projects or class discussions, you support your classmates while not being afraid to think outside the box. Next year, Sam will take his limitless energy to Hamilton College in New York. Congratulations.
I'd like to invite Allison Brennan, President of the Parents Association and member of the Board of Trustees, to join Mr. Horning to present the next diploma. Andrew Joseph Brennan.
AB came to Boys Latin in the 9th grade. Your advisor and Spanish teacher, first meeting you when you came to take the placement test for Spanish, commented that you set high standards for yourself and regularly perform above and beyond, always paying close attention to the details you engage fully in class. Others have commented, unassuming and laid back, Andrew is equally focused as insightful. You've succeeded at the highest level of coursework, but it's your intellectual curiosity that distinguishes you, Andrew. You ask the right kind of questions that elevate any discussion, any project, any shared endeavor. It's that same spirit, humble, curious, and honest, that has made you so well respected by classmates and faculty alike. Andrew has served as a student body officer and leader on the senior retreat. He earned all conference honors while co-captaining the varsity soccer team and played varsity lacrosse as well. In so many ways, Andrew, your humility, your concern for others embody our motto, esse quam modere, to be rather than to seem. By your presence and your leadership, you've improved the experience for your class and for our community, and we couldn't be more grateful. Andrew will attend Washington and Lee University in the fall. Congratulations.
Timothy Billings Carl.
Tim began at Boys Latin in the lower school. You quickly made your mark on our school, Tim, winning the lower school's Packard Music Award. Remember that? That passion still carries through today. Over time, you've established yourself as a prolific and creative writer. Your advisor commented that you've also created interesting yearbook spreads and captions which illustrate your jovial personality. That optimism was never more apparent than the dedication you displayed as you overcame serious illness during your sophomore year. You persevered and made significant progress to enable your return. Along the way, you discovered a passion for environmental science, inspired perhaps by your fishing and camping in upstate New York, and culminating in your internship at the Irvine Nature Center. Hoping to pursue a career in computer science and software development, Tim will attend Arizona State University in the fall. Congratulations.
Cody Jack Carlson.
Cody came to Boys Latin in the 9th grade. Without doubt, Cody, you are one of the funniest students to have ever walked the halls here on Lake Avenue. Your award-winning senior speech could foreshadow a future monologue for Jimmy Fallon or Stephen Colbert. We understand that you've even taken the stand-up act on the road, debuting at your local Starbucks. Your ease with phrase and metaphor match well with your quick wit and wonderfully dry sense of humor. But Cody, it's your maturity and empathy that sets you apart. Your deep desire to connect with people and to find meaning are the source of your talent in comedy and reflect the depth of the young man that you've grown to be. A man of many talents, Cody also delighted us as an anchor for the horn section in the jazz ensemble. This likely comes from your own love of music, whether it's seeing big productions in New York or running into your advisor at a Crosby, Stills and Nash concert. It's been a delight and privilege to have you in our community, Cody. Next year, Cody will attend Ithaca College. Congratulations.
Mitchell Ian Casper.
Mitchell came to boys Latin in the lower school. From your earliest days here on Lake Avenue, Mitch, it seemed like you couldn't get enough of being a Laker. It's probably no surprise then that you dedicated yourself to the school and community. You're one of our best student tour guides. You're regularly found on the sidelines with the lacrosse and especially basketball teams, serving as a manager and supporting your classmates. While faculty applaud your natural curiosity and your welcoming nature, many have reflected that you're a kind and gentle soul. You've been a leader since your earliest days, and it's leadership based on kindness. That leadership led you to work on improving the experience of underclassmen in the upper school, and it's no surprise then that you served as class president, as a student body officer over your time in the upper school. It made you a natural choice to serve as a leader of the senior retreat. Next year, Mitch will attend the University of Georgia. Congratulations.
Michael Regan Chasney, Jr.
Regan came to boys Latin in the 9th grade. Kind, polite, and well-mannered, Regan is universally regarded as a genuine and honest person. Faculty members see a conscientious and hardworking student who's respected by peers and teachers alike. According to your advisor, you're one of the nicest and most polite students I've had the chance to advise, and one of the best dressed. You've been actively involved in the life of the school. You possess a depth of compassion that sparked your work as a member of the One Love Club and as a leader of the senior retreat. Additionally, you contributed both to the varsity soccer and varsity lacrosse teams. Most of all, Regan, you're known for your warmth and poise, emanating from your own genuine sense of yourself. You lead with and by your high character. Next year, Regan will attend Oberlin College in Ohio. Congratulations.
Bowman Gaines Dudley.
Bo has been with us from the beginning. Literally, from his beginning. You see, Bo is the third Dudley boy to graduate as a Laker, a family relationship that has spanned consecutively more than 2 decades, with brother Jack graduating in 2007 and Patrick in 2009. While some might say, Bo, that you're most recognizable by your flow, it's your smile, the way in which you say hello in the hallways, your engaging personality that are trademarks of who you are. Your kind and respectful nature has endeared you to the faculty. Teachers have commented that you're a lovely young man, always able to brighten the mood in any room. More, they see in you, Bo, a young man who's hit his stride. While you've faced challenges over the years, you've worked hard to overcome adversity. Your belief in yourself and in your abilities has helped propel you towards success. In your time in the upper school, you participated in a variety of clubs and sports, most notably serving as captain of the varsity ice hockey team. Next year, Bo will head to the mountain and attend Sewanee, the University of the South. Congratulations.
Thomas Joseph Esposito.
Tommy came to boys Latin in the 9th grade. Your love of baseball, Tommy, is legendary. You love the Orioles. You love Major League Baseball so much that you might have set the record for being kicked out of the Learning Center, most frequently for checking stats on ESPN's website. And you love to play baseball as part of that championship-winning varsity baseball team. However, there's some question as to whether your fondest baseball memory of all time was when your advisor, Mr. Franklin, asked you to don his Alex Rodriguez Yankees jersey and stand in the hallway for just a minute. Did you enjoy that? Hey, not so much. Mr. Franklin did comment that Tommy's legacy, though, is that he's never said one mean word about another student or teacher in the years I've known him. He's unfailingly polite and kind and always looks for the good in people. He's as genuine and earnest as they come, with not a hint of cynicism or sarcasm. Tommy, I can't think of a better description of you or a more fitting endorsement. Tommy will attend Mount St. Mary's University in the fall. Congratulations.
Alexander Creech Cyrus Franks.
Alex began his time on Lake Avenue in the lower school. Middle school was a time of discovery for you, and your best days were ahead in the upper school. Alex, you're genuinely regarded as someone who has peaked at exactly the right time, honored as one of 2 student directors of the senior retreat. Over the past couple of years, you've really come into your own. It's probably most noticeable in the way you earned spots on both the varsity football and varsity lacrosse teams. Mr. Shell commented after this past fall that Franks was awesome. He trained hard, played a lot, and helped the team immensely. But he didn't stop there. Alex is a wonderful young man, polite, respectful, incredibly coachable. I think that's what's most important. You've matured beautifully, Alex. You've come to learn to take responsibility from and for your actions. You redoubled your efforts academically. You have the results that show the impact. Across the board, your transformation has been extraordinary. And it's in the recognition of that you were awarded the Legacy Award at the Honors Assembly in April. Alex will attend San Diego State University. Congratulations.
David Sylvan Friedman.
David is a lifelong Laker. He's been with us from the beginning. There's no question, David, that your intellectualism began to show in your first days here at Boys Latin. You're a quiet, hardworking student who pushes himself academically with the most challenging of courses. Distinguished by your constant and steady smile, you offer an unspoken kindness to your classmates. You take a genuine interest in them, their successes and struggles, and your relationship with them. A classmate commented that you care about what's most important, plain and simple. Creative by nature, you have a passion for the arts, whether playing the piano or drawing, poetry, or theater arts and drama. Most notably, you took on a lead role in this fall's production of Mice and Men. David, faculty members cherish your courage to be yourself and to quietly achieve at the highest level possible, because that's what you do, always. David will attend Georgetown University in the fall.
Robert Gauthier III.
Robbie came to Boys Latin in the 9th grade. You and your family moved from Pennsylvania so that you could come to Boys Latin, as you articulated in your heartfelt senior speech. The transition wasn't always easy. However, as you leaned into the community and learned that people here were interested in getting to know you and support you, you were totally transformed. Over your years in the upper school, you've become an invested and responsible student. Your advisor reflected that, sincere and kind, Robbie has emerged with a ton of hard work as a solid honor roll student. You were a vital member of both the varsity football and the varsity lacrosse teams, where your speed and more your selflessness meaningfully contributed to each team's success. This fall, Robbie will attend Salisbury University. Congratulations.
I would like to invite Mrs. Kathy Gray, member of the Board of Trustees, to join Mr. Horning to present the next diploma. Mark Christopher Gray.
Mark has been with us from the beginning. Over the years, Mark has proven himself to be a thoughtful student. You're an easy conversationalist, Mark, particularly if it's through conversation that you're able to share your opinion with others. Your penchant for competitive dialogue and discourse, however, began in your early days here. Mrs. Campbell remembers so fondly debating with you over anything and everything. That's probably why you enjoyed the mock trial team, served as editor of the Inkwell, and have impressed us all as a voracious debater, having won Best Junior and Senior Speaker in the Junior-Senior debates. Not satisfied with living in his comfort zone, Mark pushed himself this fall and captured the role of Lenny in the fall production of Mice and Men. Mark, you're an intelligent and engaging young man who undoubtedly has great things ahead for him. Mark will attend the University of South Carolina in the fall. Congratulations.
Jeremy Ross Greenberg.
Jeremy came to Boys Latin in the 6th grade. You are an upbeat, good-natured young man who has a real desire to challenge himself. You've tackled advanced classes and teachers praise you for your willingness to put in the extra effort to master a topic. They see in you an unselfish student who's genuinely interested in the success of others. You clearly love being a part of the school community, and you wear that love like a heart on your sleeve. You contributed significantly to the yearbook, serving as photography editor, and have distinguished yourself as a manager for the varsity volleyball and varsity lacrosse teams. According to Mr. Shriver, you're one of the finest managers we've ever had in lacrosse. He remarked that he keeps the finest scorebook I've ever seen in 40 years of coaching. It's absolutely meticulous. Jeremy had a good sense of humor coupled with a good sense of who you are, both important traits that elevated you as a leader of the senior retreat. Jeremy will attend the College of Charleston. Congratulations.
Cody Campbell Hess.
Cody came to Boys Latin in the 9th grade. In your time here on Lake Avenue, you faced tremendous personal challenges as the result of injuries which cut short your athletic experiences. You've worked to overcome these challenges with admirable determination and hard work. In the classroom, Cody, you've become an increasingly mature student. You've taken on responsibility for your own learning and for your own education as a whole. You're curious and kind. You're a gracious student who literally displays his gratitude every day, saying thank you to teachers after each and every class. That simple act means so very much, Cody. Next year, Cody will take classes in the Maryland system and enter Towson University. Congratulations.
Charles Hanson Eflett.
Charlie came to Boys Latin in the middle school. In your years here at BL, you displayed resilience and determination. You are a well-rounded, hard-working student who's exhibited extra effort in order to be successful. You regularly seek out teachers to ask questions and receive additional help. You've come to enjoy writing, and as this talent has developed, you've excelled as editor of the Inkwell. Known for occasionally sharing of your perspective on a variety of political issues, you were voted furthest right by your classmates. Accurate? You contributed to the varsity football team, managed the varsity lacrosse team, and kept us all in the know, tweeting from @BoysLatinLax. Rumor has it that you're followed by literally thousands, and there's even some possibility that one of your sideline celebration posts may debut on an upcoming segment of MTV's Ridiculousness. Charlie will attend Ole Miss, the University of Mississippi, in the fall. Congratulations.
Bennett Barth Kaufman.
Bennett has been with us since the beginning. From your earliest days in the lower school, you distinguished yourself through your insatiable curiosity. Of course, Mrs. Campbell might remember that curiosity as more of unique running color commentary during her social studies lessons. You always had something special to say. You've developed as a sophisticated student and intellectual. Your advisor commented that to this day you always have a question to ask and an opinion to share. You've excelled at the highest levels in the most difficult classes we offer, but that's only part of the story. You participated in the Laker Corps throughout your years in the upper school, being a buddy to countless young Lakers. You've also led the Model UN program and served as team captain for its academic, leading us to our first televised victory in over a decade. Bennett, you're interested in the world around you, whether politics, economics, or current events. You form strong opinions and speak your mind with candor and with passion. Next year, Bennett will attend New York University.
Max Joseph Keefe.
Max came to Boys Latin in the 8th grade. You've done it all. You co-captained the varsity football and championship-winning varsity baseball teams. You've served as a class and student body officer. You were a leader on the senior retreat. You've been a go-to ambassador for the school, even getting some time on the radio as the voice of Boys Latin. You've excelled at the highest levels academically, valedictorian as many APs as humanly possible, calculus for future rocket scientists, and so on. You've even had time to become completely obsessed with movies and TV shows, quoting them alongside your fluency in multivariate calculus. And you've made it look so easy. Except that we know that's not the case at all. Yes, we enjoyed your senior speech when you spoke of your voice-cracking tendencies. But more to the point, you've shown your incredible work ethic day in and day out. You're inquisitive in the very best ways, and that genuine interest in others, in ideas, in the world around you, endears you to faculty and classmates alike. You display in word and in deed an honest, humble, and loyal worldview which embodies the very motto of our school, esse quam ludere, to be rather than to seem. And we, Max, are better because of you. Next year, Max will attend New York University. Congratulations.
Matthew William Knudsen.
Matt came to Boys Latin in the upper school. Faculty respect your determination, your desire to improve on a daily basis. You're a kind and thoughtful young man who, in his time here on Lake Avenue, has evolved into a complete student. You're actively engaged in your work, and you've developed a strong sense of personal accountability. You love to play lacrosse, having contributed to the varsity team, and you've expanded on that experience in helping to resurrect the Fellowship of Christian Athletes chapter here at Boys Latin, while volunteering outside of school through Charm City Lacrosse. But most of all, Matt, we all take great joy in watching and listening as you play guitar. Your own easygoing nature seems to leap out from your fingers as they glide up and down on the strings. No better displayed at the spring concert in April and just a few minutes ago. Next fall, Matt will attend Texas Christian University.
Hayden Cole Kavinsky.
Hayden came to Boys Latin in the middle school. You're an inquisitive student who's identified early on that you wish to pursue a career in accounting or finance. That's likely a great fit for you, as faculty see you as maintaining a cool and calm and collected demeanor. Over time, you've taken an increasingly difficult course load that has included some of our most challenging classes. In your years in the upper school, you contributed both to the varsity soccer and varsity ice hockey teams. Additionally, you're renowned as our campus's #1 Toronto Maple Leafs fan. Your Jamaican heritage is especially important to you, as described in your senior speech. That strong sense of place and identity calls you back to the island regularly. Most recently in what I think is the coolest senior internship project ever, working at the Trial Club in Montego Bay, Jamaica. Next fall, Hayden will attend DePaul University in Chicago. Congratulations.
Dylan Joseph Kovalevsky.
With us from the beginning, Dylan has made his mark on boys Latin. This, of course, began in lower school, during which time you won the Gene Campbell Award for writing. That strong foundation helped you grow as you grew into the middle and to the upper schools. Along the way, you've been actively involved in the life of the school, serving as a leader of the Spirit Club, playing varsity lacrosse and earning all conference honors while co-captaining the varsity soccer team. Faculty members comment that you regularly offer insightful comments that demonstrate a keen understanding of the material. Your great sense of humor is informed by your nature as an astute reader and thinker. You're able to ask probing questions and offer support to your classmates' comments. That empathetic nature prepared you well to serve as a leader of the senior retreat. With a plan to study pre-dentistry, Dylan will attend the University of Maryland this fall. Congratulations.
Noah Lewis Labonte Clark.
Noah came to boys Latin in the 9th grade. To think about where you began as a freshman and where you are today as you leave for college is nothing short of remarkable. Noah is a tenacious learner. In the classroom, you're a deep thinker, someone who's passionate about the world around him. You have a creative, intellectual approach to your classes, which you've displayed in your written work and in daily discussions. You're willing to take chances and push yourself, including taking AP US History along the way. You've contributed broadly to the life of the school, playing on the championship-winning varsity baseball team. Your strong opinions, voted furthest left by your classmates, is matched only by your tremendously keen wit, which was on full display in your senior speech. Next year, Noah will attend St. Olaf College in Minnesota. Congratulations.
Kalen Michael Lee Lerner.
With us from the beginning, Kalen has shown tremendous growth over his years on Lake Avenue. In the lower school, legend has it that you kept Mrs. Campbell hopping, literally, because you would bounce from chair to chair, desk to desk. Kalen is fondly remembered as a middle school squirrel, a term of endearment for that student whom you love and who loves to drive teachers a little, shall we say, nutty. Academically, you underwent a transformation in the upper school. You participated in summer pre-calc class after freshman year so that you could jump into advanced placement calculus as a sophomore. From that point, you've excelled in the most rigorous courses and earned Dean's List at every term. Your diligence, of course, isn't limited to the classroom. You've competed on the varsity cross-country team and on the varsity wrestling team. In fact, you are a 4-year varsity letterman who qualified for the National Prep Tournament during 3 of those 4 years of varsity competition. You accumulated 143 wins in your career and placed 3rd in the state tournament. This work ethic will serve you well as you head to the University of Chicago in the fall. Congratulations.
Joshua Robert Lisberger.
Josh came to boys Latin in the upper school. The increased workload provided some challenges for you, Josh, but that never deterred you in your optimistic approach to life. Over your time in the upper school, you've taken an increasingly demanding course load culminating in a schedule that includes some of our most challenging courses. Along the way, you've earned honor roll and Dean's List status. Teachers see you, Josh, as well prepared and actively engaged in class. You're a responsible student who's eager to learn and always eager to show that willingness through the constant conversations you have. Actively involved in the school, Josh is a member of the varsity baseball team and participates in the Jewish Awareness Club. In all of this, your drive towards success is balanced by your positive nature and your firm commitment to your strong values. Josh will attend the University of Maryland Smith School of Business in the fall. Congratulations.
Davis Jared Lizana.
Davey came to Boys Latin in the 9th grade. Undaunted by challenges, Davey's viewed by teachers and peers alike as someone who's easy to talk to, a well-rounded citizen of the school whose cheerfulness lifts up those around him. In the classroom, teachers recognize your positive impact and positive attitude, and the impact that it has on the overall environment. They see that you're eager to learn and improve as a student in all subject matters. Faculty appreciate your dedication to put in the time to solve a problem or understand a difficult or abstract concept. Of course, that work ethic is exactly who you are. In addition to playing varsity lacrosse, Davey co-captained the varsity football team, earning all conference honors. Mr. Shell commends you as one of the hardest working student athletes he's ever had the pleasure to coach. Your diligence and determination have more than paid off, as Davey will attend Cornell University this fall.
Matthew Taylor Lugat.
Matt came to Boys Latin in the lower school. Mrs. Campbell recalls that you're one of the nicest and hardworking young men it's been her honor to teach. Those traits have held all the way through your Boys Latin career. Early on, Matt, you faced significant challenges, but undeterred, you overcame each hurdle with steely determination. Faculty members are so proud of you for your rock-solid fortitude and your incomparable optimism, an optimism that's been a source of consolation for friends and family alike. It's for that unbridled positive outlook on life that you were awarded the Jennifer Brock Award at the Honors Assembly in the fall, given to a member of the community that displays certain admirable qualities, particularly perseverance, courage, and generosity of spirit. Your perseverance was on full display as you won a spot on the varsity lacrosse team and as you led the varsity cross-country team over 4 years. In your time, that team posted undefeated seasons and won 2 conference championships. Along the way, you set all sorts of personal records and garnered all conference honors, but none of that was nearly as meaningful to you as the support you provided for teammates along the way, building bridges of friendship through your leadership by example, and what a tremendous example you've set. Matt will attend Wake Forest University in the fall.
Joshua Andrew Lurie.
Josh came to Boys Latin in the lower school. In fact, he was the poster child for Boys Latin literally for years. Remember that sweet picture of you laying on the floor reading, Josh? It's probably a sign of things to come, as you've been a terrific ambassador for the school, and you ended up as quite a student of English as well. Teachers have commented that you have a ton of talent, your preparation is consistent. Always willing to wade into difficult discussions, you share your opinions while curious and receptive to the viewpoint of others. That respect for others made you a natural choice to lead the senior retreat. You've also contributed both to the varsity soccer and the varsity lacrosse teams, earning most improved accolades for this past season's effort. Josh, you're incredibly comfortable in your own skin, evidenced in your senior speech as you regaled the upper school with tales of your summer camp musical career, and then exhorted fellow students to try something new and discover a hidden talent. Josh will attend the University of Maryland. Congratulations.
Dominic Charles Maggio.
came to Boys Latin in the middle school. An incredibly strong student, you shared class valedictory responsibilities with Max Keefe as you finished the 8th grade. You moved into the upper school and began tackling, no pun intended, thank you, the most challenging courses the school offered. Faculty members commented that your intellectual curiosity is only outmatched by your inner drive. To you, good was never good enough. Instead, you always strived for excellence, always to do your very best. An accomplished athlete, Don played basketball, varsity baseball, and varsity football in his time in the upper school. Co-captain of the football team as a punter kicker, you earned all conference and all state honors, ranked as the nation's top high school punter. In the fall, we celebrated your being named an Under Armour All-American. Earlier this year, you learned of the opportunity to begin your college career early, and as a result, sacrificed the comforts of senior year, literally giving up every free period so that you could take not one but 2 extra classes and meet the school's graduation requirements a semester early. Literally in class every period of the day, you brought your curiosity and determination to your final semester here on Lake Avenue. But most of all, Don, you did so with your trademark good nature, always smiling, always engaging your peers. We're so proud of what you've accomplished and can't wait to see what's ahead. Don will continue at Wake Forest University in the fall. Congratulations.
Nathan Max Malinowski.
Nate came to Boys Latin in the lower school. Middle school comments reflected that you particularly enjoyed being with your classmates. Quote, Nate's innately talented and should put more energy into his work and less perhaps into socializing with his peers. You possess a lighthearted playfulness that's indicative of your witty view of the world. Over time, you've learned to balance that humor with the effort and attention to improve your performance. That's led to understanding material at a deeper level. You appreciate nuance. You're capable of sophisticated and abstract thought. Along the way, you've been a fixture in the life of the school, occupying a central seat in the student section whenever possible. You were a 3-sport varsity athlete playing varsity soccer and varsity lacrosse while also wrestling at the varsity level throughout your 4 years in the upper school. This fall, Nate will attend Shorter University in West Virginia. Congratulations. It's in Georgia, my apologies.
Nicholas Gregory Malinowski.
Nick joined Boys Latin with his twin brother in the lower school. Conscientious and hardworking, you've impressed peers and faculty alike with your dedication to your academic and athletic pursuits. In your years in the upper school, you've taken an increasingly difficult course load dominated by honors and AP classes. Faculty members commented that your attitude and work ethic are both outstanding. You come to class with your work completed, ready to discuss the reading with your characteristic enthusiasm. Nick pays close attention in class and improves with every research assignment, consistently asking the most insightful questions that reveal he's not just listening, but he's thinking. That desire to do your best, that tirelessly to do your best, you've seen great results, earning a regular place on honor roll and the dean's list. You've contributed significantly to the success of both the varsity soccer and the varsity lacrosse teams. Fiercely competitive, you've always put the team ahead of yourself. You care, pardon me, I apologize. I apologize. That desire to continuously prove is seen in your athletic career, as well as in varsity soccer and wrestling. A 4-year varsity wrestler, Nick set the school record for wins, amassing 151 wins in his career. In addition to all conference honors and a 3rd place finish in the Maryland Independent School Tournament, Nick qualified each of his 4 years for the National Prep School Tournament at Lehigh University. Nick will attend McDaniel College in the fall. Congratulations.
Joey Thomas Mallon III.
Joey came to Boys Latin in the middle school. Your advisor reflected that you're an earnest and studious young man. Faculty members commented that while you're careful to take your time pulling your thoughts together, once you do, what you share offers creative and insightful. Peers and teachers alike respect your strong sense of right and wrong. You never criticize, you're quick to offer a helping hand and a kind word. Along the way, you've been involved in a myriad of activities, including debate and yearbook. You played varsity soccer and most notably captained varsity tennis. Benefiting from your Michael Phelps-esque wingspan, you're able to track down seemingly lost shots and convert them into winners. Your leadership contributed greatly to the team's outstanding playoff run this year. Joey, you're the consummate gentleman, and we're so glad that you found Boys Latin. Next year, Joey will attend Hobart College.
Ryan Joseph McNulty.
Ryan came to Boys Latin in the 9th grade, following the footsteps of older brothers Alex and Casey, with Aiden a couple of years behind. Ryan quickly made a mark for himself as the most upbeat of all of his students, embodying and confirming that age-old nickname of Happy. Faculty members see you as a joy to teach. You're a strong asset in the classroom. Faculty have commented that Ryan always puts his best effort into class and use words like active and engaged to describe you as a student. You've contributed broadly to the life of the school, having played varsity volleyball and varsity lacrosse. Your positive attitude makes you a natural leader for your teammates. It's that same spirit that inspires all those around you. You're a loyal and trusted friend who models what it means to take care of others. Next year, Ryan will attend James Madison University. Congratulations.
Aaron Samuel Mendelson.
Aaron came to Boys Latin in the 9th grade. Through the upper school, you were involved in a variety of athletics and activities, from Model UN to HITS academic and debate to playing lacrosse and even wrestling when the team needed an extra man. Your advisor noted that you're an absolutely wonderful young man who's constantly working to improve himself. He continues that you appear stressed and nervous at times, but in all the right ways. You're known as someone who's learned through careful and diligent practice how to overcome different challenges. As you commented in your senior speech, you follow Aaron time. Not afraid to use 100% of the time allotted for an assignment or assessment, you've even turned a single AP exam into a 7-hour learning exercise. Well, some would seem to dread this. You approach it with focus and determination and emerge from that grueling test grinning from ear to ear, confident that you've given it your best. What's more is that through that effort, as one faculty member said, you arrive at tremendous insights. And the results show. Faced with a wide array of choices, Aaron will pursue science and engineering next year at the University of Maryland. Congratulations.
Cameron Hayward Miller.
How's this, Cameron? Graduation and a birthday party. It's your birthday today, isn't it? Happy birthday, kiddo. Coming to Boys Latin in the 6th grade, Cameron now joins the 4th generation of Millers to have graduated from Boys Latin beginning in 1880. Wow. Talk about family ties. Your advisor reflected that crossing the bridge from middle school 4 years ago, Cameron would never have guessed that he would be who he is today. He's redefined who he is. He's pursued his passions. He's worked hard over the last several years to understand how he learns and to find success in the classroom. As for outside the classroom, you courageously decided to forego your love of lacrosse as you were faced with concussion. You contributed to the success of the varsity soccer program, and I can't think of a single student event where you weren't in the middle of it all in the student section. But for passions, Cam, anyone who knows you knows that you love cars. Sports cars, race cars, any kind of car. I understand you even wrote a poem for the literary magazine about hubcaps. Easygoing and kind, Cam's great sense of humor makes him easy to talk to, and a terrific friend and classmate. Next year, Cameron will attend Ole Miss, the University of Mississippi. Congratulations.
David Oric Modell.
David came to Boys Latin in the middle school. Coming to Boys Latin, you worked to address and overcome challenges you met in that transition. You're capable of great academic work and have learned the value of giving yourself the necessary time to produce it. As a result, you've grown in self-confidence as you've achieved in the classroom. Teachers and peers alike, however, know you for your strong moral code. You're a supportive friend, one who can be counted on in any circumstance. You participated fully in the life of the school, including managing the hockey team, playing tennis. Your most significant contribution, however, has been to co-found the One Love Club here at Boys Latin. With an emphasis on education around relationships and prevention of relationship violence, what began in your sophomore year as a small personal activity has taken on a significant leadership role in the school, culminating in our second annual One Laker, One Love Days that unite the entire school K through 12 around issues of relationships and mutual respect. What a tremendous legacy you've built, David. Next year, David will attend the College of Charleston. Congratulations.
Michael Jacob Morseberger.
Michael came to Boys Latin in the 9th grade. It seems like yesterday we were standing in the lobby of the middle school meeting for the first time on your campus visit as a prospective student. I'm not sure that any of us would have imagined the impact you would have in your years here on Lake Avenue. You've led from and with your heart, Michael, and your vision for the student body has strengthened this community in ways that you could never imagine. You've served as student body president, as a leader on the senior retreat. You've excelled in the most rigorous classes. You co-captained the varsity volleyball team, a sport you never even thought about playing, earning all conference honors. You co-captained the varsity basketball team, your first love, earning the Team Spirit Award for your leadership and irrepressible spirit. And you played varsity lacrosse, where your most significant contributions, perhaps, happened without notoriety or fanfare. Why? Because that's who you are. You're a humble servant leader, one who has always put others well ahead of himself, even those he doesn't know at all. As you walk through campus, you talk to each boy you pass, recognize them by name, engaging in a warm conversation, or providing him with some sort of a pep talk. You've made a point over the past several months of thanking this community for all that we've done for you. Well, Michael, it's this community who's truly grateful to and for you. Michael will attend Kings Point, the United States Merchant Marine Service Academy, in the fall. Congratulations.
Brendan Francis Malali.
Brendan has been a member of the Boys Latin community from the beginning. I mean, really from the beginning. Rumor has it that your formative days may have been spent riding a BL minibus with the JV soccer team that your mom was coaching. Riding a BL minibus with the JV soccer team that your mom was coaching. Lower school was an idyllic time for you, excelling in the classroom and on the field, winning the Woodward Award for athletics in 5th grade. Mrs. Barnett commented that you're the nicest student she's ever met, and Mrs. Starkey said you were just the perfect kindergartner and quite a little leader back there. Mrs. Campbell remembers just how much fun you were and still are to be around. That's probably why you participated in the Laker Corps each year in the upper school. As you remarked in your senior speech, you've loved every minute of being a part of this community. We've seen it in your leadership of the Spirit Club, serving as president of the senior class, and being honored as one of the 2 student directors on the senior retreat. Faculty members appreciate how you contribute greatly to class discussions and worked tirelessly to do your best. You've seen great results, earning a regular place on honor roll and the dean's list. You contributed significantly to the success of both the varsity soccer and the varsity lacrosse teams. Fiercely competitive, you always put the team ahead of yourself. You care more about others than your own success. You lead with your actions, Brendan, and your passion exudes through you. Next year, Brendan will attend Bates College in Maine. Congratulations.
Thomas McNair Murphy.
Thomas has been with us from the beginning as well, literally from his beginning. Like Dudley, Thomas is the third of 3 boys to graduate from Boys Latin, all 3 starting in the lower school, Will graduating in 2006 and James in 2009. A family relationship that has spanned more than 2 decades. And in your case, Thomas, you've been a part of this community for more than your full 18 years of life. For those 18 years, Thomas, you've embraced the role of entertainer. There are likely too many tales to tell of your exploits in the lower and middle schools, though those exploits have been confirmed by Mrs. Campbell and countless others who taught you. What does stand out is the conversation with Mr. Mollett when you were in the 8th grade. He recalled that you knew more sports facts at that time than humanly possible. He also remembers how you seemed to have a running commentary about anyone and anything. So, when you said you wanted to be a sports broadcaster in the middle school, it made perfect sense to him. Mr. Mollett recalls, and I think the upper school faculty would agree, you're capable of seeing the world in a broader, deeper way. Once you direct these gifts for the good, Thomas, there's no stopping you. To point, your writing and analysis have matured significantly over time, and your talents have emerged as you've had the opportunity to pursue more of what you love. That should be a terrific launching point for you as you hope to pursue a career in journalism. Thomas will attend Penn State University in the fall.
Andrew Nicholas Moreau.
Andrew came to Boys Latin in the middle school. Tenacious and talented, faculty and coaches agree that you're fun to coach and a pleasure to have in class. While you tend to be reserved in classes, you speak in a thoughtful and meaningful way, making others take notice of your comments and your contributions. This may have been no better displayed than your work this spring as a student discussion leader in the One Laker, One Love Day activities. You helped to set a great tone in your group, helping them to grapple with some difficult concepts. On the field, you've contributed significantly both to the varsity football and varsity lacrosse teams, serving as captain of each. You're a fierce defender in both sports, earning all conference honors in the fall season. Next year, Andrew will attend Fairfield University in Connecticut. Congratulations.
William Elliott Bircher Page.
Will came to Boys Latin in the 9th grade. Faculty members appreciate your academic journey over your years here on Lake Avenue. They recognize you've grown in your maturity, your willingness to take risks in class, and to think creatively about a question or a problem. According to your advisor, the world of schedules, itineraries, and due dates are not necessarily your home terrain. Will's greatest strength, however, rarely quantified, let alone graded, is much more important. You are genuinely a kind soul. Will has always, unself-consciously and naturally, reached out to any person. That may have been why you were such a fantastic member of the Laker Corps throughout the upper school. Additionally, you were honored this fall in having earned your Eagle Scout, indicative of your desire to help and support the community. During your time here at Boys Latin, you pursued a variety of activities, including mock trial, managing the hockey team, and running cross country. After a very thorough college search and a brief study in London, will attend the College of Charleston. Congratulations.
John Morrow Pazula, Jr.
Jack came to Boys Latin in the middle school. No question, Jack, you're a young man full of talent and personality, According to some faculty, however, few may know that Jack is really the poet laureate of his class who can bust a rhyme just passing time. Faculty members have reflected that contributions to class are relevant and interesting. They see you can lead a conversation and you have the ability to inspire your classmates to join as well. We saw that inspiration on a grander scale when you, along with Modell, proposed the creation of the One Love Club. Over time, the club has shaped and led 2 community-wide days of reflection, along with a very successful yoga night in the fall. Athletically, he contributed to the varsity soccer team and most notably, has started as goalie on the varsity lacrosse team for the past 3 years. Many have commented that you're a magician in the cage, making saves that seem completely impossible. Co-captain of the team, you've earned all conference and all Metro honors, the Cyrus Horney Award recognizing the best goalie in the MIA, Under Armour All-American status, and most impressively, you've won a spot on the U19 U.S. lacrosse team. Next year, Jack will attend the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. Congratulations.
Nathaniel Remington Puchado.
Nate came to boys Latin in the lower school. Your advisor reflected that underneath his quiet demeanor is a terrific guy who wants to do the very best he can. As you progress through the upper school, you come to find a love of writing and in turn have learned that you're a talented writer. Teachers have commented that you're the model of consistency, terrific at answering questions, and have made more and more contributions to class discussions. You have a love of sports, having played baseball for many years, and an almost encyclopedic knowledge of all other sports. As you went about your college search process, you sought to find a way to combine your strength in writing with that love. So when learning that the campus radio station is the broadcasting partner for the NHL's New York Islanders, it seemed like a natural fit. Next year, Nate will attend Hofstra University. Congratulations.
Spencer Leighton Reese.
Spence came to boys Latin in the middle school following his 2 older brothers. Well known for his sarcastic sense of humor, you're a charismatic leader of your peers. Your advisor reflected that you're dependable and reliable. These traits have led you to your tremendous growth and maturation over your years in the upper school. Along the way, you made a decision you wanted to follow your brothers to the United States Naval Academy as well. And it was like a light was switched in that decision. You doubled down in the classroom, you've enjoyed the fruits of your labors. The same is true of your athletic experiences. You're a 3-sport varsity athlete, contributed to the varsity cross country, basketball, and lacrosse teams. Testament to your hard work and dedication, you were presented with the Most Improved Player Award in basketball this year. Spencer will attend the United States Naval Academy following the year at Mass.
William Talbot Reed.
Will came to boys Latin in the 9th grade. Your advisor recently reflected that friendly, honest, and caring, Will is a young man of character, a solid and reliable student, and most importantly, an honorable person. You've taken an increasingly difficult course load, culminating in several advanced placement and honors classes. Teachers love having you in class that use words like conscientious, thoughtful, mature, and disciplined to describe you. More than that, Will, you have a warm personality that's a steadying influence on friends and classmates. From your days watching older brother Stuart here at Boys Latin, it was clear you wanted to be fully invested in the BL community. You participated in the One Love, Great Strides, and Spirit clubs. You played baseball throughout your days in the upper school. And early on, when football didn't turn out to be your thing, you opted instead to play varsity volleyball and found it to be something you enjoyed because it was so much fun to be shoulder to shoulder with your friends. And that says it all, Will. You're a wonderful young man and a terrific friend. Next year, Will attend DePauw University in Indiana. Congratulations.
Richard Henry Rosario, Jr.
Rich came to Boys Latin in the 9th grade. In the classroom, teachers see that your energy is a positive force. Faculty have commented that you help to motivate classmates for group exercises or classroom discussion. Rich is seen as creative, always asking interesting questions. His innate curiosity is refreshing, and he approaches situations and topics without cynicism or sarcasm. It's clear, Rich, that you love this community and your BL brothers. You're a compassionate and loyal friend, which made you a natural choice to lead the senior retreat. Reflecting on that experience, Mr. Fry, your faculty partner, commented that sharing the senior retreat with Rich was like having Yoda in your group 24/7. Calm, insightful, patient, and a world-class listener with ears only half the size of Yoda's, Rich is the glue that makes a community work. Next year, Rich will attend University of North Carolina, Wilmington. Congratulations.
Andrew Michael Stolman.
Andrew came to Boys Latin in the lower school. You're a terrific example, Andrew, of someone who's continued to mature in age with time and experience. Mr. Mollett remembers in 7th grade how you hadn't yet found yourself, but perhaps it was winning the Latin award later in middle school that really set you on your path. Today, you're a confident and established young man with a bright future ahead. Universally, Andrew, faculty comment on how polite and respectful you are. They describe you with words like helpful and thoughtful, responsible and cooperative. Academically, you continue to challenge yourself through your time in the upper school. Andrew takes great pride in his work. One faculty member commented that if he thinks he can do something better, he'll redo it to prove it to me, but most importantly, to prove it to himself. That work ethic, though, isn't meant only for the classes that come easily or interest you the most. In fact, when a subject doesn't come easily, Andrew works harder. It's extraordinary, Andrew, and will serve you well in life. In the fall, Andrew will attend Rhodes College in Memphis, Tennessee.
Corey Kime Seculo.
Corey came to Boys Latin in the 9th grade. Your first days here at Boys Latin were literally your first days in a formal academic classroom, having been homeschooled previously. In the classroom, you've had moments of tremendous creativity, with particular interest focusing on technology and innovation. Outside of the classroom, you put in countless hours, helping with IT, taking pictures at sporting events, performing community service, running the light board in theater productions, and willingly helping out wherever it's needed. Recently, you assumed the lead role in our diversity club. Along the way, you earned the Headmaster's Award for Community Service and contributed both to the varsity soccer and varsity ice hockey teams. Your advisor reflected that Corey has a bright mind that sees the world in a different way and has grown to have the confidence to be himself. Corey will attend McDaniel College in the fall. Congratulations.
I would like to invite Mr. Steve Shaw, member of the Board of Trustees, to join Mr. Horning to present the next diploma. Ryan McConnell Shaw.
With us from the beginning, Ryan, your days in the lower school were a launching pad for later successes. You commented on several of those formative experiences in your senior speech. But it was when you hit Mrs. Campbell's class in 5th grade and she told you, Ryan Shaw, this is going to be your year, that a transformation took place. She fondly remembers her little sweetie pie and told you that it was your time to shine. It was all you needed, and it was like someone turned on the jets. Winning the middle school award, it was clear that you were off into orbit. Mr. Mollett, your 7th grade advisor, remembers wondering how it was possible for a 12-year-old to be so thoughtful and hardworking and empathetic. A long way from where you were, and yet those characteristics remain today. Teachers see you as diligent, focused, and humble. At the same time, they recognize your sense of humor that belies perhaps a stony-faced exterior. You have an easy time laughing at yourself and finding the joy in any given moment. A strong athlete, you wrestled, played varsity football, ran varsity cross country, and played varsity lacrosse. Last spring, you suffered a torn ACL that could have limited your ability to play. Instead, with trademark determination, you took to the rehabilitation process with single-minded purpose, returning perhaps faster than any could have expected, soon enough to run cross-country this fall. Next year, Ryan will attend the University of Delaware. Congratulations.
Colin George Schimpf.
Colin arrived at Boys Latin in the 6th grade. According to your advisor, stories about Colin sound like the stuff of fiction. I assure you, though, they're not. Indeed, it's not a risk to make the following prediction. Colin Schimpf will go on to accomplish interesting and significant things in life. It's an easy prediction to make because he already has. No doubt, Colin, you're one of a kind. Teachers see in you someone who's on the right trajectory. Through the upper school, you've come to embrace and own your education. Just this past year, you advocated to be moved into more challenging courses because you wanted those experiences. Throughout the upper school, you've worked essentially full-time at Delaney Memorial Gardens. That real-world experience has helped to shape your understanding of the world around you and appreciate the privilege that you have. Your advisor commented that from maintaining a stock portfolio, to teaching himself piano, to deciding to summit Mount Kilimanjaro over winter break of his senior year, Colin is well on his way to making a life that leaves no opportunity unexplored. Colin will attend Salisbury University. Congratulations.
Justin Charles Smith.
Justin came to Boys Latin in the lower school, left for a few years, and returned in the upper school, ready and equipped to be successful in the classroom environment. Affectionately known as Jay Smitty, teachers and peers see you as a calm and thoughtful person. While you're unlikely to draw attention to yourself, you listen well and provide interesting insights in class. Reliable and steady, you're easy to talk to and a good friend to many. During the course of 10th grade, you suffered a devastating elbow injury that led to Tommy John surgery. In your senior speech, you detailed these events as well as the painful rehabilitation that ensued. Thankfully, you recovered and were able to fully participate with the varsity baseball program, which won the championship just a few weeks ago. Your college search focused on a very specific field of study, the emerging industry of cybersecurity, and as a result, you will attend Mississippi State University in the fall, entering their program, which was recently named one of the best in the country. Congratulations.
I would like to invite Mr. Pete Snyder, member of the Board of Trustees, to join Mr. Horning to present the next diploma. Noah Benjamin Snyder.
With us from the beginning, Noah, you've had a wonderful experience here on Lake Avenue. You're remembered in the lower school as quiet and studious, and similarly in the middle school. Faculty recall that you were a good student, and they were confident it was a matter of time that you would find your voice and your personality would really emerge. And so it has. Playing varsity volleyball, you were awarded the Spirit Award this fall, and you were in the middle of every student section. Curious and engaged in every class, you've proven yourself to be a thoughtful student whose wonderful sense of humor is tempered with empathy for classmates and an awareness of the world around you. This was probably no more evident than in your award-winning senior speech in which you connected your humor as a means of confronting personal challenge. Your genuine soulfulness made you a perfect choice for senior retreat leader, a role that speaks to your depth of character and feeling. Noah will attend the University of Delaware in the fall. Congratulations.
Patrick Kellen Stahl.
Patrick came to Boys Latin in the 9th grade. Coming into the upper school, you wondered whether you handled the challenge of the course load and increased amount of reading and writing. After a great deal of effort, you found success. You've become more consistent in your preparation, learned to advocate for yourself, and you've certainly seen results. You tend to find greater success in the more hands-on experiences. The best example, perhaps, being that John Deere tractor artwork that was on display last year in the annual art show. Of course, there's occasionally the question as to where your shoes might be, but that question, when asked of you, is often met with a broad smile and a kind word. Involved in the One Love Club and an avid proponent of community service, Patrick's mission trips abroad, combined with a strong faith, have informed his compassionate nature and love of fellow man. There's no question that, as your advisor commented, you have a big heart and are a loyal friend. Next year, Patrick will attend Curry College in Boston. Congratulations.
Benjamin McKillop Starkey.
Ben returned to Boys Latin in the 9th grade, having been with us in the lower school. As you eloquently described in your senior speech, you weren't sure about returning. It's turned out to be one of the best decisions you've made. Ben, we wholeheartedly agree. Mrs. Rosiak commented that you're one of the great success stories of our school. Returning to the rigors of Boys Latin proved challenging, yet through your diligence and initiative, you've more than persevered. You're creative, sensitive, and thoughtful in your opinions. Walk through the gallery space of Smith Hall and you'll see phenomenal examples of your artistic expression. Along with it, creative writing is an area of strength. Your quirky sense of humor is treasured by classmates and faculty alike. Most of all, you've opened yourself to your classmates and to this community, and we, Ben, are better because of it. Next fall, Ben will attend Goucher College. Congratulations.
Justin Lucas Ward.
Justin came to Boys Latin in the middle school. Affectionately known as Jay Ward, faculty and classmates love your sarcastic sense of humor and your empathy for fellow man. You willingly embrace challenges, including taking the most challenging coursework we offer here at Boys Latin. Your easygoing and unassuming way can mask just how hard you work, and your broad range of interests keeps you from being pigeonholed as just the smart guy. You're equally comfortable solving the most complex math and physics problems, engaging in a debate challenging Mr. Osborne's view of historical America, or searching for the Easter eggs in the latest Star Wars film. Along the way, you played varsity baseball and co-captained the varsity hockey team. In the fall, Justin will attend RPI, Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, in upstate New York. Congratulations.
Shamar James Wilson.
Shamar came to Boys Latin in the 9th grade. You've shown tremendous growth in your time in the upper school. You're an intelligent and engaging student, a terrific combination. On the surface, you depict a cool, calm, and reserved demeanor, but it doesn't take long for the passionate Shamar to come shining through. Over the years, your effort both in and out of the classroom has increased dramatically. People have taken notice, Shamar. Your advisor commented that you've come a long way since freshman year. Your effort was much improved. Shamar will be highly successful because he is such a people person. You played varsity football and have taken on a leading role in the diversity club. Your thoughtful yet deliberate approach to addressing diversity is helping to drive our school forward. And for that and for you, Shamar, we are truly grateful. Next year, Shamar will attend Stevenson University. Congratulations.
Logan Andrew Wisnowskis.
Logan came to Boys Latin in the middle school. Logan, you know we obviously ask faculty to reflect on each of you as you approach graduation. Faculty members commented that since 8th grade, your transformation from leading man in grumpy old men to leading man in Mr. Congeniality has been nothing short of amazing. Senor Robinson, your advisor throughout your 4 years in the upper school, commented, Logan is a committed student. Competitive nature extends from the field to the classroom. He wants to be the best in both fields. Logan was a responsible student, following through and showing great maturity and poise. Others commented too, Logan, that you're a treat to have in class. You're interested in subjects and ask great questions. Outside of the classroom, you've co-captained the varsity football and varsity lacrosse teams, earning all conference honors in both. You've also won all Metro honors, been named the Under Armour All-American, just recently a finalist for the C. Markland Kelly Award, the outstanding high school lacrosse player in the state of Maryland. Logan, you've led both in the classroom and on the field, and next year you'll start leading at Syracuse University. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2016.
I invite our guests to join the graduates and faculty on the lawn for refreshments and for photographs following the conclusion of our celebration this morning. Seniors, please remain standing. And so it has come to this last moment at which we will pause and linger, this last moment for which you have prepared over most of a lifetime now. As such, you and your school have arrived at crossroads together. Your school, as you shall leave behind these halcyon days and these hallowed halls, will quiet without your laughter, without your song, and without your voice. And you, because the bonds of your relationships and the legacy of your words and deeds shall live on in spirit, handed forward to those who shall rise next as the foundation of good works yet to come. And someday, too, it shall be your sons, and their sons, too, perhaps, who will follow in your path, who will inherit what is yours, who will walk here among us. But alas, that time is not now. That time is yet to come. So, dear friends, for a little while, goodbye. Forever, great good luck. And may God bless you all of your days.